Good day, everyone. Welcome to our Pilates class now. All right, Pilates. All about strengthening your body, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And on the exhale, I want you to engage your core. So basically suck your gut in. Every time you exhale, suck your gut in. All right, I'll remind you. All right, so let's do a little warm up. Now, Pilates stance, feet into a V. All right. Now for the first 3 breaths, I'm going to give you a few more things I want you to do. So on the exhale, I want you to bring your thighs together, buttocks nice and tight, pelvic floor, bring it up nice and tight, belly button to spine. And I want you to visualize you've got a belt tightening around your ribs. All right, tighten the belt just for the first few breaths. All right, on the exhale, arms to the side. Let's breathe together. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale. Everything nice and tight. Squeeze it. Keep going. Inhaling. Nice, loud, strong exhale. One more. All right, release the heels. Roll the shoulders out. The rest of the class, the rest of the warm-up is going to be on the exhale. I want you to just really bring your belly button to the spine. All right? Let's go. Inhale up. So let's warm up the body, connect with the breath. 2 more. One more, up. All right, down, roll the shoulders out. Arms to the side, inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward, arms down. So this is a warm-up, warming up the shoulders, gentle neck stretch, and also releasing the chest. Keep going. One more on both sides. And down, roll the shoulders out. All right, let's do a nice calf raise. So let me show you quickly. What I want you to do is we're going to come up onto the balls of the feet and come down. All right, so this is working on the strength of the toes, the feet, the ankles, the leg. This is a balance as well. So I want you to find a focal point, a little spot right on the floor, and that'll help you with your balance. Now with the arms, if you want, you can keep your arms here, if that's better for you. Or if you want, you can bring them up to the ceiling, all right? So let's, ready? Roll the shoulders out, relax, let's go. Do what you can, inhale up. And keep going, inhaling up. Now, everything we do, take it easy, do what you can. If you can only do 1 or 2, whatever we're doing, do it. Listen to your body. We work on control and precision. If it doesn't feel good, please don't do it. Take it easy, listen to your body. Inhaling up and down. The next time we're up, see if we can stay there. Breathe. And down. All right, roll the shoulders, roll the ankles out, release the legs, release those calves, roll it all out. We do a lot of stretching as well. Between all the exercises, we do a little stretch, and that's normal breathing, just to slow down the heart rate, and the breathing. So don't worry, I'll cue you on that as well, all right? Let's do one more. Let's do a nice sumo squat. So open up those legs wide. Now you can keep your feet straight or go into a V, and I want you to squat down. Now, when you're squatting down, make sure that you're nice and straight. You're not leaning forward. Go as far as comfortable. Let's get a little fire into those thighs. Arms out, shoulder height. Let's go. Inhale down. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale down. You don't forget, belly button to spine, suck your gut in every time you exhale. Let's engage those core muscles. One more. Down, stay here. One more. And all the way up. Lots of fire. And legs together. Shake it out. Roll it out. All right. Perfect. Now, we're going to start with our hips today. So I want you to come down onto the floor. First of all, we're going to do a little stretch, and then we'll start. So I want you to lay on your back. Bring your knees up and give yourself a hug and rock. And let's really loosen up that lower back, the lower spine, and those hips. And this is normal breathing. Just rock, relax. And then I want you to straighten your legs, bring your arms over your head if you'd like, and just stretch your body out. Normal breathing. Lengthen everything, relax those thighs before we go any further. All right? Perfect. Now, what I need you to do here is to lay on the back of your mat, along the side of the mat. Now, if you find, we're going to do some hip stuff here. So, if you find that this is really hard on your hips, I always have little pads that I supply with for my students. Just a little extra padding for those. It doesn't matter how much padding you have on your hips, you're going to, sometimes you feel it anyway. Or you can use a thin towel or a thin blanket. Or if you have a couple of yoga mats, you can, I have mine doubled up here as well. All right, so finding a place for comfort. Now in Pilates, you can use a thicker mat as well. A little exercise mat that's a little bit fatter than a yoga mat. All right, so laying onto the side of the mat, the back of the mat. I want you to bend the bottom knee in. Now resting your head in your hand, or you can rest your head on your arm if you like. Now, hips are nice and lined up. Make sure the side of your body is nice and comfortable and anchored to the floor. So what we're going to do here is we're going to work some nice, lovely hip. Do what you can. If you find this is going to aggravate your hip or it's a little too intense, just do maybe one or two, and then this is the rest you can come to. Put your knee on the floor and relax. All right? So we're going to start with leg up to the ceiling and down. Do what you can. If you can't get up to the ceiling, don't worry about that. Go wherever you need to go. Let's go. Inhale up. And exhale down, toe down. Up. And down. Follow the breath. Inhale up. Don't forget, belly button to spine. Suck your gut in. Next time it's up, stay here and breathe. One more. Bring it down and slow. Let's get into a rest. Now bring your top knee onto the floor. If you want, straighten the bottom leg a little bit and just rest. If you want, you can bring your all the way down and you can rest all the way if you'd like. Now the rest we take is to release the tension as it accumulates. So just kind of relax your thigh and your hip because we got a couple more to do. All right, so, and they're not very long rests, they're short. Now bring yourself, make sure that you're nice and grounded, adjust yourself. Knee is bent again, hips are nice and lined up. So, and what I want you to do here is I don't want you to be twisted back or leaning forward. It's really hard on your lower spine. So try to line it up as best as you can. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to bring our legs, our foot to 1 o'clock. I'm going to do some little circles. All right, now the size of the circle doesn't matter. A little circle is fine. If you're a little stronger and you've got stronger hips and you want to do a bigger circle, absolutely. But I want you to make sure that your body does not move. You are stuck to the floor. If you do a bigger circle and you start kind of wiggling and wobbling around, your circle's way too big. All right? So make sure your little kickstand is down here, your little stabilizer to keep you nice and anchored to the floor. All right? Foot's at 1 o'clock. We're going to do just one direction. Choose the direction you'd like. Let's go. Inhale around. And exhale. Pause. Around. Inhale. Going around. Stop whenever you have to. Don't be shy. Working with control and precision. When you find you start losing control, when you're getting a little wobbly and your breath is kind of going sideways, that's when you need to stop and rest. So don't be shy. One more round. And then rest. Now your bottom leg is probably a little tight. Straighten it and rest. Perfect. All right. Now from here, I want you just to gently get onto your belly. All right? So we're just doing 2 on both sides today. So this is a transition to the other hip. So these are called heel beats. So make sure your pelvis and hips are nicely anchored into the floor. Now you can rest your chin on your stacked hands, or you can lift your head up a little bit if you'd like. Now, knees stay on the floor. I want you to bring your feet slightly off the floor. I don't want your feet way up here. Here is fine. What we're going to do is we're going to click our heels together. That's it. So this is all about working, engaging, isolating your glutes, your buttocks. And this is called heel beats. We're going to do 10 of them. So I want you to move your feet, your heels as fast as you can, but your breath is nice and slow. All right, let's go. Heels up. Start clicking those heels and breathing. The faster you go, the more fire you're going to feel. Isolating our buttocks, our glutes. Each glute has 3 muscles. Gluteus maximus, medial, and medius. All right. So pay attention to our buttocks for a little while. Keep going, we're almost there. And if you find the fire is too intense, just slow down your clicking. You can make those little adjustments as well. One more. And rest. Relax. Let your legs go slack. Let your buttocks go slack. Let's do a little stretch before we get to the other side. Let's get into our little shell. So from here, your back's probably going to be really tight. So be very, very slow when you move. Come up very slowly and lean back. You're resting on your forearms. Just bow your head. It's very similar to our child's pose in our yoga class, but you don't have to put your head on the floor. It's just a stretch. So, like I said, whenever you get into any of your stretches, your body's really tight, go very slowly. Your body will ease into the stretch. Don't rush or force it, all right? Your body will take longer. It will seize up if you do that. Nice and slow, really stretching out the lower back, the buttocks, and the hips. All right, and let's get to the other side now. So very slowly and gently. Make sure that you adjust your little pad if you need it. And let's get ourselves down here. All right. Now, nice and anchored to the floor. However you have to set up your head on your hand. Straighten the top leg. Try to line up the hips. Get your little stabilizer, your kickstand down. All right, so that you're nice. You should not be moving. The only thing moving is the legs, so you shouldn't be wobbling around. Let's go. Inhale up. Heel up, toe down, exhale. Up. Try to relax. Now always remember to listen to your body. You know, if it doesn't feel good, if it's going to aggravate a condition, please don't do it. Or take it easy, even if you do a little bit. Try it, see how it feels. But as you get on in your practice, your body's going to loosen up, you get a little bit stronger, maybe you can go a little further. But it's not a race, it's not a contest. And up, stay here now. One more, don't forget, belly button to spine every time you exhale. Bring it down, and let's go right into your rest. Bring your knee onto the floor. Your bottom leg, if it's tight, straighten it a little bit and relax. Bring yourself all the way down. If you find your upper body is tired, come all the way down. Just enough time to release the tension, all right? Releasing the hip and the thigh. All right, now, rest is over. Let's get ourselves back into position. Line the hips up. Let's do our little circle now. Foot into, and choose the direction you want to do. Now, take it easy, like I said, with your hips. If you find a lot of people have issues with their hips, so do a little circle. Even if you end up doing one and you're going, okay, that's it, that's all I can do, that's fine, all right? Listen to your body, okay? So, ready? Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale, pause. Round. So, like I said, the size of the circle, it doesn't matter. You're still articulating, you're still lubricating, you're moving that nice ball and socket. That's the thing. Engaging all the muscles around your hip, into your buttock as well, pelvic floor muscles, of course, abdominals, lower back. One more. And rest. Slow. Be very gentle with your body, moving slowly and very carefully. Rest, relax. All right? So from here, we're going to roll onto our back. We're going to do our reverse pigeon, a nice little stretch. All right? So from here, you roll onto your back. Now this is just a stretch, so just normal breathing. Left leg up, right foot on top of the left knee. You can bend the left knee if you want. One hand on the right knee, one behind the left thigh, and I want you to gently pull. Now this is just a stretch. We do the same thing in our yoga class. It's a posture. And let's release that right hip area, the whole thing, your hamstring, your quads, your buttocks. And if you need a deeper stretch, just pull a little more or less. And then when you're ready, let's go to the other side. And let's get a nice stretch into that right hip area. All right. And from here, give yourself a hug. And let's release the lower back. Rock a little bit if you need to. And then take it a second or two and stretch your body out. You can put your arms anywhere you'd like. But I want you to straighten your legs and just really stretch out your abdominals. Stretch out those thighs, your hips, everything. All right, perfect. Okay, now, from here, I want you to bend your knees, okay? So we're going to work on our bridge pose. So I need you to back your heels up a little bit closer to your sacrum area. Now what that'll do is it lines the ankle to the knee. So let me show you quickly. Arms on the floor, we're going to press down the feet. You're going to lift your hips up to the ceiling and come down. So when you do that, press down the feet, squeeze your buttocks a little bit, and it doesn't matter how high, they're probably not going to get very high off the floor. Don't worry about that. We're going to come up, and when you exhale down, try not to touch the floor. We're going to hover. We're going to do that a few times, and then we're going to stay up. All right? So make sure the shoulders are relaxed, arms on the floor. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Again, up. Press on the feet. Squeeze your glutes. Up. Couple more. Now, the next time you bring it up, let's stay there. If you can. If you're tired, bring yourself down. One more. And exhale down all the way. Gently bring your body onto the floor. Relax, all right? Let's go right into a nice little hug, and let's really release that spine, counterposing the spine, and rock, all right? So we bend the spine one way, we bend it the other, keeping it nice and safe and balanced. Now the bridge pose was a nice movement or a nice exercise for your spine, and also you feel it in your quads as well, all right? So relax the shoulders, and let's do a nice pelvic tilt. So move your feet away, a little bit further away. Now the pelvic tilt is isolating the pelvis from the hips. So what I need you to do, make a little diamond with your fingers. Index fingers together and thumb. The index finger goes very on the tip of the pubic bone. The thumb goes just below your belly button. So from here, the way you're set up now is you have a very gentle little curve. Okay, your little lower back curve. So we're going to inhale up, pressing your pelvis up. Your back will be flat. And exhale. You'll have your little lumbar curve, all right? So it's just about, like I said, isolating the pelvis from the hips. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up, rocking the pelvis up. Your back is flat. Exhale, rocking it down. You have a little curve. Inhale up. You don't have to keep your hands here, but having your hands here, this way you can feel the movement of your body. This is all about the lower back muscles. Releasing, strengthening, decompressing, all about the lower back. This one you can do as many as you'd like. This is a really nice thing to do if you've got cramps and things like that. Pelvic tilt. Let's do two more. Exhale, belly button to spine. Don't forget, inhale up. One more. And all right, relax. Bring yourself into a little hug, and let's stretch that lower back out right away. So working in Pilates, working on strengthening the abdominals and the core muscles. The lower back muscles work together. Everything works together. So always make sure you release that lower back because you're going to feel it. Pardon me, I do this all the time, and I feel my lower back all the time. It's not a bad thing, but you're just aware of it. Stretch it out, all right? Perfect. Now from here, we're going to get our legs up to the ceiling. Now, for those of you, if you don't have a very strong core, having your legs up to the ceiling can be really challenging. Just getting your legs up here is all about core strength. then you got to move them around and you got to think about your breathing. So I always offer a little strap. Now, the strap or a belt or a thick rope or anything like that, or a tie. And that here, if you do that, hold on to it, elbows on the floor, that'll help support your legs if your core is a little bit weaker. You can try that if you'd like. It's not cheating, it's a little helper, all right? So what we're gonna do here, if you wanna use your strap or not, is we're just gonna do an open V. You're gonna open only as wide as your mat, and you're gonna close. That's it. If you use the strap, you can just release, give your a little bit of slack, and use the strap as well. So ready? Let's go. Inhale, open, and slow down the breath. It's not a race. Nice and slow. 2 more. 1 more. And bring it down. Feet on the floor, straighten your legs and rest. Do your lower back. Those 2 stretches, lengthening the legs and also giving you a hug. Do them both as many times whenever you want, even if it's just for a few seconds, all right? Because we're gonna have our legs up there a little bit more, all right? So when you're ready, legs back up, set up your little strap if you need to. So I'll show you. This one here, what we're going to do is a double leg lift. So you're gonna inhale to 1 o'clock and just with both legs. Now, if you use your strap, same thing. Just bring it down and pull it up, all right? Use your arms, keep your elbows on the floor, but use your abdominals as well, but use your arms and your hands to help as well if you like, all right? So otherwise, adjust the shoulders, make sure your back is comfortable. Let's go to 1 o'clock. Inhale, heels down, exhale up. And if you can, 2 o'clock. Now, those of you who are a little bit stronger and you want to go down a little further, absolutely. But make sure that when you go down a little further, if you want to try it, that your back and your belly do not move and do not change position. If you go down a little further and your back really starts to arch and your belly starts to pooch up, that's a little too much, all right? Go back to what you're best at and what you're most comfortable, and your breath is there to guide you. Keep going. Exhale up. Now, ultimately, as you get a little stronger, coming all the way down to 3 o'clock would be your long-term goal. 2 more. And the next time you bring it down to wherever you need it to be, let's stay there and breathe. One more. Get up, bend, and rest. Feeling pretty heavy right now. Bring the legs down, bring your arms up, stretch it out. Slow down the breath, slow everything down. Okay, perfect. Don't forget your hug. Always release the lower back. Take the time to do it. It doesn't take long. Perfect. And when you're ready, I want you to very slowly and gently bring yourself up to a seated position. And let's do a nice movement from our seat, from this position here. Now, we're going to do what is called a roll down. So, in a seated position, very importantly, your back stays straight, head is level, your neck is long, and you're looking forward. So what we're going to do here, you can open up your knees a little wider. Arms out. You're going to inhale, you're going to, and back up. Now, if you're getting a little tired at this point, if you're not very strong here, don't go very far. You don't have to worry about going too far back. Make sure your back stays straight, even if you go a little bit, all right? You're going to feel it as well in your quads. You're going to feel this in your hip flexors as well. But it's all about a little fire in the belly with this one here, all right? So we're just going to do 6 of these, and we're going to hold it for a few, all right? Like I said, if you get tired, then just move a little bit, all right? Do what feels best for you. Keep your back straight. Let's go. Inhale down. And these are called roll downs. Two more. Now the next time you lean back, wherever you need to be, stay here and breathe. One more. All the way up, all the way. Now let's rest. Open up your knees, let them fall open, and now you can bow your head. And just round your back and just rest. Rest your belly, relax. Perfect. All right. Bring yourself up, roll the shoulders out. And I think we have time for one more. Let's work on our little boat. Same idea. Now, back stays straight again. This one here, we're gonna roll up, elbows wide, holding onto the back of the leg. Bring the legs up here. If you can't do that, bring your legs here, here. Even if you just wanna hang out here, that's fine, all right? Again, little boat, balancing. Make sure your back stays straight so that you don't roll over, all right? Do what you can with the position of your legs. This is our high boat. We do this one in our yoga class as well. Hold on to the legs, rock up, big breath. Exhale up. Now the progression to this one here as you get stronger is to release the hands, but if you need to, hold on to the legs. Keep your back straight, breathe. One more. Come down. Right into your little rest. Slow, just give you time to slow down the breath and the heart rate. Just relax. Perfect. All right, come up slowly, roll the shoulders out. Let's get ourselves up to standing. All right. Shake it out, roll the shoulders out. Let's do a few stretches and we're done. Nice wide V. These are just stretches, so normal breathing. Right arm up, V lateral stretch, and stretch your body out. Reach, spread those fingers. Get a deep stretch along the whole side of your body. Come up, all the way. Come up, bring the right arm up, all the way, reach. If you can lean back into a back bend if you'd like, or just reach to the ceiling. Lengthen your body. Now let's see if we can get into a V straddle split. If you want, you can open up your legs a little wider, hinging at the hips, come down. Now if this is gonna make you dizzy, put your hands on your lap and just lean here. Otherwise, come all the way down, fingertips, knuckles, hands on the floor. You can bend your knees if you want. This is just a stretch. V straddle split, wonderful full body stretch. Walk your hands to the left. The closer you get to the left foot, the deeper the stretch you feel in the back of the left hamstring, the inner thigh, the right leg, the right side of your body. Walk your hands to center, go to the other side. Come back to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy, come all the way up. And let's get those feet, legs together. All right, big hug for coming out, for joining me today, and a clap for all your friends. Hopefully there's lots of people doing this with us, and roll the shoulders out and we're done. All right, so thank you again for joining me on our lovely little Pilates class. Enjoy your day and do this class over and over again if you want. I've got all kinds of them out there, and have a great day and stay safe.